thrilled to be introducing a brand new product that we call Webx Teams, and it is all new, something that you've never seen before. Now, it's based on our Spark app. We launched this 2.5, almost 3 years ago, which is our team collaboration app. But what we've done is we have completely converged the technology with Webx Meetings. And we put a great new user experience on top of it, and we have tightly integrated that with all of our Webx devices. So this technology is going to be available to all of you in June. And to tell you more about it and to give you a demo, please put your hands together and welcome to the stage my partner in crime, our Chief Technology Officer, Jonathan Rosenberg. Everybody, Jonathan.
All righty. Good morning. Thank you, Rowan. It is my great pleasure to be here in front of you to share with you some work that myself and many of the engineers have been pouring our heart, our tears, our blood and soul into over the last 1.5 years. And first and foremost, if we were to deliver on the promise that Rowan just made about bringing Webx Meetings functionality into this application, we needed to dramatically simplify the application. Not just a little, a lot. And so let me jump right in, and without further ado, share with you the new, the amazing Webx Teams. Here it is. Webx Teams, what do you think? It's minimal, it's sleek, it's visually stunning. Oh, that was serious, don't laugh. All right, guys. Now, it really looks great. So let me give you a quick tour, and I'm going to come back to it a few times here. So first, I'm going to start with the visuals. So you see we've changed the color palette, and it just makes it so much easier to work with and sit in front of all day long. You get this beautiful dark on the left, white on the right, and simplification is a theme. I think the Spark app, as we worked on it over the years, got a little crowded. We've taken everything out except for all that's necessary. You see here on the left, we've got this great new space list. We've taken out all the extra stuff we didn't need that allowed us to put more information in it, make it quicker to navigate through and find everything you want. Now, let me give you some examples too of how we can do more than that. So let's say I want to create a new space or make a new call. We've made all of that easy. All the things you want to do just with the new plus button. I can call someone, connecting a person, I can create a space. I can invite someone to Cisco Spark, a long-standing ask of the application. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new space, and of course, this is amazing, all right? And so I'm going to invite some people to that, some of my colleagues here. So I'll invite Rowan, and I'll invite Shri, and we'll talk a little bit about this. Now, another thing we did is we said, gosh, you know, sometimes you don't necessarily want to chat. What if I just want to start a meeting with these guys, or what if I want to share a whiteboard? Now, when I do that, I have options for all the different activities I can have. I'm going to jump right in here into messaging. And one thing you'll see is I can, you know, express myself a little bit more with some great bold and italics and other rich text editor new to the Webx Teams application. We've also simplified the navigation to other activities. So right here on top, I can click that and get right back to what you saw before. For accessing full screen whiteboards, of course I have none yet in this space, for my full screen list of files, all of that's here. So super easy to use and easy to navigate in the new Webx Teams application. And it's just minimal. It's fantastic to look at it. This is a tool you spend your entire day in front of, and we wanted to make that amazing. So that's the first tour, and I'm going to come back to this in just a moment. But I want to now talk about the second big feature that we've built into the Webx Teams application, besides the new simplified user experience, and talk about Teams and meetings. Right? So with this foundation, we could go ahead and tackle this second big thing, how to enable users to join all of their Webx meetings from the Webx Teams application. And I'm going to be a little bit honest, right? Before today, it was a little complicated. We had this Webx meetings thing, and we had a Webx app, and then we introduced this new thing called Spark, and it had its own Spark meetings and its app. And we were working on both of them. They were both making innovative progress, but they were clearly distinct. And with this convergence, we've taken everything from Webx and we put it into Spark, and everything from Spark and put it into Webx. And when we did that, the picture gets a lot better. Now it looks like this. We have a single cloud called Webx, and there's a single type of meeting, the Webx meeting, the market-leading, industry, amazing, video-centric meeting that Shri just shared with you. That's the only type of meeting there is. And any meeting you have has a common set of capabilities that of course you expect from Webx. You've got PSDN, you've got roster, you've got meeting controls, and so on and so forth. And both of these clients, Webex Meetings or Webex Teams, they can join any Webex meeting, of course. Much simpler. So again, best way to understand it is for me to show you. Let me go and do my second demo here and share with you meetings functionality. So first and foremost, to do that, we needed to bring the calendar front and center in this application, because meetings is all about calendaring, and you heard that from Shri. So now what you can see here is the calendar is right front and center at the top. And I click that, and that brings me into the amazing new calendar view in the Webex Teams application. And again, dramatically simplified, easy to use. If you're familiar with tools like Microsoft Outlook, you obviously know all about it and what it looks like. We've even, again, visually enhanced it with avatars of the people who have gone and scheduled all these meetings. So what I want to point out is that these meetings here in my calendar, these are Webex meetings. So this keynote here, I can tap that and get more information. It's a Webex app. You probably can't read this, but I promise you, it's a Webex meeting URL. In fact, it happens to be my PMR for this meeting here that we're having on stage. Now you can come here to join your meetings, but you don't have to, because we're going to surface all of your Webex meetings right here at the top. And we see that here, the Webex Teams keynote. And I click on that and join my meeting, and that brings you with the next awesome thing I want to share. Probably one of the biggest asks we've had is, Jonathan, can I please just join the meeting by audio? We get that ask a lot. Now we love video. We would rather you join the meeting by video, but if you insist, there is now a join with audio button. But I'm not going to do that, of course, because we love video. But people do tell us that, you know what, a lot of the times, most of the time actually, we join our Webex meetings with this, right, or my desk phone. And so Webex Teams wasn't going to be a full-fledged meetings app unless it had full-fledged options, including PSTN dial-in and dial-back for joining the meeting. So now you see, use phone for audio, and when I click that, I can either dial in or get a call back. Of course, it remembers my number. This is my mobile phone over here, and when I hit this join with video button, what's going to happen is exactly what you'd expect. I jump right into the meeting on my PC, and hey guys, how's it going? And what happens, of course, is I get a call back on my mobile phone in just a second. There's my incoming call. Everybody see that? I'm going to slide and answer this thing. Welcome to Webx. Okay, here we are. We're in the meeting. Hey guys, how's it going? Hey guys, alrighty. So I'm gonna put this down because it's gonna be simpler that way. And again, you see this video-centric Webex meeting experience that we have here in the Webex Teams application. And this is a real Webex meeting, which means it has the stuff that Shri just shared with you. Of course, as the host, this is my PMR. I'm the host. I have the roster. I have controls. I can mute noisy people. I can kick people out of the meeting. If I wanna, I don't know, like record the meeting, lock the meeting. There we go. I turn on recording for this meeting. All the controls you would expect from a Webex meeting are right there in the application. This is a full-fledged Webex. They're having a great meeting. I don't know what they're talking about. It looks like they're just having a blast. That's awesome to see. Of course, I can share my screen, all kinds of other great experiences like that. So I'm not going to stick around, but I want you to get the clear message that this is now a full-fledged meetings application. I don't need to go somewhere else. So I'm going to leave this meeting now. And to do that, and interestingly, like you saw with Shri, because I'm the host, I'm going to assign someone else to the host role. Pick Dan here, and I'm going to leave the meeting then, and goodbye. Out we go. All right, I just did that. Okay, there we go. So, great. And that'll hang up on my mobile phone, as you would fully expect. So there we go. Full meeting functionality inside of Webex Teams. What do you think about that? There has been a lot of meetings, a lot of coding, a lot of engineering gone into delivering that capability. And thank you to our engineering teams. So that's the second amazing feature of the new Webex Teams application. The next one I'd like to share with you is going beyond meetings, right? I mean, if the Webex Teams application, if all it did was join meetings, like you wouldn't need it. You just use the Webex Meetings application. Webex Teams is more than that. It's about being a place for your work to live, to encapsulate all your interactions with other people, whether it's files, messages, meetings, and calls. And what I want to do with you now is give you a little bit of a sneak peek and look ahead about how soon we're going to be going beyond just files, messaging, meetings, and calls, and actually integrate applications in a totally new way. And to do that, I'm going to bring up my partner, the product manager for the feature in question, Gail Batak. Gail, would you join me on stage? Thanks for joining me. So we're going to do another demo for you, and what we're going to see is two screens here. The one over on that side is Gail's, and the one on this side here is mine. And let me set up the problem statement for you for a little bit. So we get our screens up there. Thank you. So that's Gail on your right and mine on the left here. And so one of the common problems we see in offices is business workflows. Lots of tools and processes, and I'm going to highlight one of them for you today, which is around HR. So in many companies, when you hire a new employee, you got to order a computer for them and get approvals and pick the computer. And it's this pretty complicated process between the ordering tool, the approval tool, and if you reject the order, you might have to go have a meeting to go fix it. So we said, what if we could take the collaboration and communication about this topic, ordering the computer, and integrate it with the app itself? Can we simplify the workflow? So to do that, we're going to do a little skit here. And so Gail's going to play the HR director that's going to enter the computer order, and I'm the hiring manager. So Gail, why don't you go ahead and order that computer for us?
Okay, so as you can see, I'm here in Dynamics 365, the CRM solution that we're going to use to place our computer order. So first I will pick a date, and I'll also search for a vendor. We'll pick ABC Computer Company, and yes, that computer is going to cost us $6,000. So let's see if it gets approved. One of the things I wanted to note, though, we did create a workflow through Microsoft Flows, which brings together Dynamics 365 Webx Teams, as well as the Approvals Power App, to basically bring Jonathan in as an approver into the space I'm already in.
That's right. And so what's going to happen here is normally in an office when the HR director goes and does this, I'll get an email and I'll have to dig it out. But what's happened is the system has automatically added me to a collaborative space where we can discuss this. So I have this space called New Employee Onboarding that I just got added to as a hiring manager. And I see here Microsoft Flow on behalf of Gail, purchase order created, I'm the reviewer. So you get the whole approval chain in there. Cost the computer $6,000. I don't know about that. So as the hiring manager, I'm going to go in, and what I'm going to share with you now is that you can see it's more than just activities we create. We are integrating third-party applications. You see Power Apps as an activity integrated right into the collaborative space. So I'm going to click that here, and now right there, inside of Webex Teams, is the approval flow for this new employee order. So, I've got to make a decision on this guy here. $6,000, approve, reject. What do you guys think? Should I do this? Approve? No, you guys are nuts. I'm not doing that. I mean, come on. $6,000. And so, now again, normally you'd have to jump into a meeting or something. So you see I've rejected the purchase order, but right here, we can discuss it. At Gail, why so expensive?
Because it's a machine learning engineer. So yes, I do need it.
Okay, there you go. So we've had our interaction, our collaboration to fix it. So again, without going anywhere else, I can go back to Power Apps, and here we go. Okay, fine. I'm sure there'll be some video games played also, but I understand they need that computer. So if we go back to the messaging session, you can see that it's been approved. So how amazing was that? Was that great or what? Yeah, and this is just the tip of the iceberg as we bring together workflows, process, applications, integrated with team collaboration. And I want to highlight, you saw how much Microsoft was part of that. We love Microsoft. We're embracing their entire tool chain and making it part of our collaboration suite. You saw several critical Microsoft tools there. So that's the next third feature I want to share with you here. Now, the fourth thing I want to share with you is an amazing new capability in Webex Teams, is that we didn't stop there, right? We realized that if we're going to bring these platforms together, Webex and Spark, we could actually revolutionize the Webex experience for Teams. Revolutionize the Webex experience for Teams. And so as we started to think about that, we said, well, let's look at how a Webex meeting works today. Right? It's structured and was designed for a certain style of work. We have an owner, a host, right? The person who schedules the meeting, calls the participants, takes the action items, they're the one who's running the meeting, they have the goal, right? So it's very centered around this single person who's the host, and then you have a bunch of participants who are kind of like second-class citizens in the meeting. Like they're there to serve the needs of the host of the meeting. But if you think about modern work, right, you have these teams coming together and they all contribute equally. They just want to get together and get stuff done at high speed. And in that kind of model, there's not really a clear notion of a host anymore. And taking these host-centric meetings into that experience makes it complicated. For example, you've all probably had this experience where you schedule a meeting and everyone's working, and someone randomly gets to be the host, and then they drop, and the entire meeting goes away, right? And you know what? The meeting can continue without them, and that's very frustrating. And it's because of this mismatch between this meeting model and how a lot of people want to work in these new collaboration workflows. So what we wanted to do is wanted to bring democracy to meetings. We want to make them work for teams, right? And in this model, we can dramatically simplify the experience. So what we did is we made everyone in the team effectively the host for the meeting. Anyone can start the meeting. Anyone can end the meeting. If someone leaves, doesn't matter who leaves, the meeting continues. You can join back in later. No more drops. We can extend the meeting controls, because this is a Webx meeting. All the Webx meeting controls, admit from lobby, start the recording, all that good stuff gets given to everybody in the meeting. And anybody can handle. Anyone can mute the noisy muncher, right? So it's a great new experience that allows everyone to move the meeting along. Isn't that great? And that's the biggest problem, is like a lot of people, can you please mute? I hate that. All right, so we fixed that for you. But it also makes it more secure, right? In this model, we introduce a new security model for Webx meetings. Anyone in the team, they automatically can join the meeting and they go right into the meeting, right? Without any kind of lobby or waiting experience. But if someone's not a member of the team, and of course people outside can join because it's a Webx meeting, so you can SIP dial in, you can PSTN dial in, get a callback, you get an HTTP Webx URL, you can join from the web. So lots of ways people get in this meeting. If they're not a member of the space, they wait in the lobby, and anyone who's a space member can go and admit them. And when we do that, it has the double benefit of actually making meetings both more secure and easier to use at the same time. A literally revolutionary new meetings experience. You ready? You want to see it in action? All right, let's go to the demo. All right, so I'm going to go back to my computer over here, this is sort of an opportunity for me to highlight what we've also done around proximity. So, of course it's not there. So one of the things we've done is we've dramatically simplified the proximity experience. And this was great feedback from you guys too, that it was difficult to pair and connect with devices. How do I share my screen? And all those kind of things. So what we've done is we've brought the pairing capabilities right here on the bottom of the screen, where I can connect to a device, I can search for nearby devices, and connect to them at will. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the space here that I want to have the meeting in, and that's this collaboration journey maps. Now what we have here is this is a space and it's got a team in it, and all these people are typing away, they're busy. You can see lots of typing indicators going off. Hi guys, they're chit-chatting, and my bet is someone here is going to go and they're going to press the meetings button to start an ad hoc meeting in the space. And it doesn't have to be me, like I'm not the host, there's no notion of a single host in the meeting, anyone can go and do that, and there it happened. So we have this, someone press the green button, we have this meeting invite come up, and now you can see the meeting is live. Now I can jump in and out, I can come and go as I please into this Webx meeting. And I can also see who's there. So I click that, I get the full list of people in the meeting, and you can see we're building critical mass. Lots of people in this meeting, I better jump in. So I'm going to click this button, and in this case, I'm actually going to join this thing from my computer here, and I'm going to join this meeting with video. So I'm going to jump in the meeting super fast. You can see I'm right in the meeting. And again, because this is one of these team meetings, everyone has equal rights, right? So we all have controls. So I can bring this thing back up, and I can mute people and all that good stuff. And as well as sort of anyone can admit people from the lobby. So if someone joins and they're not a member of the space, they can go right in. And so it's just a super streamlined, secure experience that's an amazing combination of a Cisco Spark space and a Webx meeting with a new security model. So again, I'm going to thank my team over here. Thanks, guys. Hang up. Wasn't that awesome? All right. Love that. All righty. So, Webx team, super excited about all the things that we're delivering with this capability. And we're not done yet. Being part of a unified platform with Webx and Spark also means it becomes super easy to allow us to have your users move between these two different clients we have. And in particular, it was our goal to set it up so that if you're already a Webx customer, it's so easy to get your employees to be set up on Webx teams. Just a few clicks from the administrative portal. Nothing new to buy. Nothing new to order. No new servers you have to deploy. All you need to do is go to the administrative portal and enable your users for the apps, and that's it. They'll have it. Super easy to bring Webx Teams to every Webx user in your organization. And when we put it all together and do that, it delivers this really simple result. That if you're a Webx customer in the market for team collaboration, we have just made Webx Teams a no-brainer. Rowan, back to you.
All right, we are